NFL just made unbelievable verdicts about every kneeling player who almost cost league their huge tax breaks. The NFL has a literal nightmare on their hands after their protesting athletes' antics have taken a startling racist turn over the past month. It's now a common occurrence to witness black players celebrating the tackling of white players with a Black Power salute, and racist-inspired injuries are now occurring where it appears as though black players are now refusing to block for their white quarterbacks. The NFL made things even worse in recent weeks by slapping outraged fans across the face by siding with these athletes, where the NFL commissioner recently blasted fans for not being understanding of these athletes' protests. But just 24 hours after President Trump threatened to get rid of their cushy tax breaks, the NFL has suddenly changed their tune and made an unbelievable decision that has Colin Kaepernick and every other kneeling athlete completely livid today. According to breaking reports, frantic NFL owners held an emergency meeting where they are now considering a rule change that will force all players to stand while the national anthem plays. This new policy will be potentially finalized at a meeting next week according to a report from Dow Jones. The sudden decision appears to be in response to what President Trump tweeted several days ago, announcing that he wants to cut NFL tax breaks, a threat that NFL owners are apparently taking extremely seriously. Why is the NFL getting massive tax breaks while at the same time disrespecting our anthem, flag and country? Change tax law. Trump tweeted out on Tuesday. Predictably, protesting athletes are losing their minds over the news, as they likely felt they were invincible to do whatever the heck they wanted on the football field. Liberal rag website Vox blasted the president, accusing him of intentionally missing the point of NFL protests and spinning the narrative to single out black people. Here's a little of the whining that was going on over on Vox this morning. Trump's spin on the protests is, again, completely detached from reality. As Fox Sports 1 and First Things First host Nick Wright pointed out, when people march, they are not protesting traffic. The players have been uniform that they are using the anthem as a vehicle to protest inequality, police brutality, and racial injustice. Despite what these athletes or liberals claim about these protests, most Americans agree with Trump's assertion that taking a knee is an extreme act of disrespect towards our military and police. Subsequently, NFL ratings have continued to go into the crapper, as Americans are proving they have much better things to do with their time other than being bombarded with the racist sentiments of spoiled millionaire football players. It's unclear what the breaking point was that caused NFL fans to stop watching the game and caused NFL ratings to take such a drastic nosedive. Perhaps it was Americans being disgusted over the increasing number of racist black athletes rendering Black Power salutes when they tackle white players, a trend that oppressed millionaire Seahawks player Michael Bennett started last month. Or maybe the breaking point for NFL fans was learning of the massive scandal surrounding white Raiders quarterback Derek Carr, who appears to have had his back broken by his black teammates after they refused to block for him as a savage punishment for standing for the anthem. Highlight Hub, Derek Carr injured his back as he was being sacked. Or perhaps the final straw for NFL fans was witnessing Kansas City Chiefs cornerback Marcus Peters sitting on his butt after the Las Vegas massacre, and then screaming "F.U.B." at fans in the stadium who were upset over his callous actions.